signals of imminent dangers. Before the community has much to see, we are up here waiting to warn of rising seas.
Hey guys, cooldomino here. In the one of my last videos, someone requested to do more videos on my Whelen WPS Vortex R4, so we could go ahead and get started on that. So this is the fin bag, as you can see. I don't know if the fin is actually original to it though, but the head itself came from somewhere in South Carolina. I don't remember where. If you remember, let me know in the comments. The rotator, I cleaned up the rotator right there. You can see it's all nice and shiny now. And coming over here, this is the controller right here. It's a VLC 864 or E864, depending on what you call it. It's originally an R4 controller, still an R4 actually. But unfortunately, one of my drivers for the Vortex over there died recently. Also got a new antenna as well. But basically, this is I think it's from manufacturer around 2001 or something like that. It says on the radio board that came with it. Coming over here, this is what came with the Siren right here. You can see, yep, January 9th, 2001 is where the radio board was set. See, it says two-tone on there, which is pretty cool. 33.86 megahertz was the original frequency for that. But yeah. And there is the Vortex right there at the front of it. I do not have a screen yet though. I'm hoping to get one soon. And I'm also hoping to get a new driver as well. You can see the radio board in there. That's the radio board. The radio board is not original to this controller. They originally had that thing I just showed you. You can see, and there's the information on it right there. The battery charger was also not original. This is actually the second battery charger that this controller got, because the other one somehow failed. I don't know what happened though. But takes two 12-volt batteries and then come with batteries. How to get those? The original battery charger actually, where is it actually? It originally had this right here and an actual charger. Where's the here it is. It had that power supply and this thing right here for the as a battery charger. So I ripped those out and I got a new actual battery charger. I have not plugged it in yet. I'm a little afraid to plug it in now because I do not want to burn this battery charger again. But luckily there's one on eBay right now. But yeah, you see the antenna's all wired up right here. As I mentioned, the controller came from Ohio, I believe Avon, Ohio, on eBay. There's the rotator right there. This is an older style belt-driven rotator. There's a newer style as well, which is still being used today on the newer rotators. I was going to get the head from Avon, Ohio, though, but the shipping was going to be way too expensive. So I got this one. It was more reasonably shipping. And yeah, there's the fin right there. If someone knows why that Whelen put the fin on it, though, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm very curious to know why Whelen used the fin on their older Vortexes when the Vortex first came out, I believe. Here's the panel right here. This is the front panel right here, currently taken off. You see, I printed out a Vortex manual right here, which I found online. We always did the battery thing right there. You can see the information they've written on there when it was last serviced. It looks like I can't tell when it was last serviced still, but those are the two-tone board basically. That's the Vortex manual, which is pretty cool. I will try to link a Vortex manual down in the description in case you need one though. If not, let me know and I'll try to get a manual to you. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I added this battery switch in here because as soon as you connect the batteries though, it's gonna immediately turn everything on. So I'm gonna turn on the power. See, there's some lights on right there. I'm actually gonna silent test it for you. You see the lights turn on amplifiers. You hear the pop there from the speakers. Yeah, I just did a little rotation though because the rotator is actually at the max side right there because I tested it yesterday. But yeah, and there's just a stereo amplifier connected to one of my drivers, so just for fun. It's a nice Siren. I'm planning on repainting it though. You can see the tiger striping right there. Coming over here, there's the Banshee right here. I'll eventually do another video on that. This is the encoder I got. Now this did not come with the Siren. I wish it did. But basically this is connected to a UV5R right over here. Do not try this at home, especially if there's an active system nearby. basically, this is the E747 encoder I got on eBay. It activates all. It works really well. You're just putting the code on the bottom there. I have to open it up to put the code on. And basically, here's the radio here. This is my receiver right here. And I'll give it like a little silent test demonstration. I'll turn that on. See that turned on. Turn this on. No, not plugged in. There we go. Turn that on. Silent test. That's a site 1 right now, but I could do more sites if I want to. Hit send. See the radio kick in. Now it's a silent test. See a little pop there. That was the speaker de-energizing. And the silent test is basically 20 kilohertz going through the drivers. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Might as well give it a short test though. Sometimes the cancel doesn't want to work. I'm gonna give it a try and I immediately silent test it and then I'll hit cancel. This time go. Okay, it canceled nicely. That's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, yesterday when I tested it, it didn't cancel for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. But, yeah. I'm actually going to give it a quick siren test. Oh, and by the way, before I test it, this thing is extremely loud. It only has 3 drivers in it right now because that 4th one's dead or dying. You can see, you can change the signal duration with these jumpers right here, which is pretty cool. And, this right here, you can add an external trigger as well. Like say you have like a fire call system or pager system or whatever. You can wire it up to set this thing off remotely. If you don't have a proper radio board, or you can use an Arduino. So coming back to the encoder, we're gonna go ahead and do like a quick wind up and wind down. Just make sure the cancel is working properly. And yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a noon test. But I'm going to cancel as soon as it winds up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's how loud that thing is. It is extremely loud. I did do an all signals video on this thing. If you want to hear what all the signals sound like, I will leave a link up there. Just so you know, the battery charger here is important because 1, it charges the batteries, and 2, it also helps with shutting down the siren if the batteries get too low, so it won't cause any issues basically. But right now the batteries are good, so hopefully the cancel function should work now. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll make more videos on the Vortex soon. I haven't shown you guys a screen for it. I do have a big video coming soon, so I'm hoping to finish that soon, but if not, there can be like a little delay on that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.
Heed our warnings, and you won't be mourning. Our loud cry signals of imminent dangers. Before the community has much to see, we are up here waiting to warn of rising seas and raining trees. Whether or not our heads turn, our systems react, because we know about floods, tornadoes, and attacks. Heed our warnings and you won't be mourning.